Okay, so today I want to show you how to make some blog templates in Affinity Designer. So first you're going to open up Affinity and go to File, New. You want to make sure this is checked to pixels. And we're going to go with the page width of 1000 pixels with the height of 1500. Press Enter. There we are. First thing is going to want to go to the rectangle tool, click on that, and you click and drag it. And then you go to the color section. I'm going to go to the swatches because I have my palette prepared already, and I'll pick this sort of coral here. Then click on the move tool, and first let's set our guidelines. So go to View, Guides Manager, and we're going to add 2 vertical guides by clicking on this little paper fold right there. And the first guide, I'm going to set it at 230. And the second guide, to make everything all even, I'm going to have that at 770. Press Enter and you can close that box. Okay, go to your artistic text tool down here. If you have the frame text tool highlighted, make sure you get onto the artistic text tool and let go. And here we're going to just drag it out. Doesn't matter what size exactly right now because we'll resize it. And I'm going to type blog. Highlight that with Command A, and you can set your type here at these options right up here on the top left. Set your font. I'm going to choose Montserrat, and I'm going to center align it, and I'm going to choose the weight right here and go with bold. Okay, escape gets me out of that box, and using our side handle, hold down Shift, click on it and drag it down till it's just about lined up. Do that to both sides. I like lining it up personally with not using a text box or just using simple functions of centering it, because with text I want it to be a bit more balanced and have a little bit more control. Alright, that looks good. I'm going to go to the move tool again. Click on this and press Alt while I click on it, and it'll copy it. Hold down Shift and it will align it. Hold it in the same alignment. This I'm going to make it create, and again I'm going to size it again. Escape. Size it. Now with this C, you're going to see me leave a little bit of overhang, and that's just because when you're setting up typography, typically curves go past the guidelines. It goes out of the box a little bit. Okay, that looks good to me. Using the Alt option and holding down Shift again, we're going to make another one. And this one I'm going to type templates and resize that the same way. It's a little bit too much. Go in a little bit. Okay, we're going to copy that again, put on the top. I'm going to highlight it and go to click on the font section and go to Adobe Gearman Pro. These are the fonts that I use for my brand. Here I'm going to do How To. I'm going to Command A to highlight it all, and this one I want it to be italic. Now I'm going to resize this. Instead of just holding down Shift on the sidebar, I'm actually going to hold down Shift and Command, and that'll center align it whenever you resize it that way. So we'll go with that's good enough. Escape. I'm going to go to the Move tool, highlight that, copy that again, and type out in Affinity Designer there. Alright, I got all my text in order, and now I'm just going to make sure the spacing looks about right. So nudge these up a little bit. I'm just using the arrow keys, but if you wanted to move 10 pixels at a time, you hold down shift when you go up or down. Alright, that looks good to me. I'm going to highlight everything and press Command G to group it. And right here you can vertically align it if you want it right in the center. And there you go, and you have your template set up. Now if you want to add some extra text, for instance, I would want to add the QUYLT typography there on the bottom left. I'll just copy and paste it, resize it a bit to make it look right where I want it. Go there. During this time is when you could add any extra graphics or whatever you want over it. Here's where you can add graphics if you have some already in the program, or if you just simply have some, preferably PNG because it has transparent backgrounds, or any other things you wanted to overlay it with. You can do that here. So there, I'm going to add that on there. This, I think I'm going to make it white. Sure. Okay, so that is all set up there, how I want it. But if you wanted to do, perhaps you wanted to have a picture in the background, you can just grab your picture, drag and drop it. I'm using this picture from Bonnie Kittle from Unsplash, which is a great website to have. So I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to hold down shift when I resize this. If you never hold down shift, you'll squish things. So you want to hold down shift whenever you're resizing things and want them to retain their dimensions. So just want to resize it, move it around to what I think is a good placement for it. And I'm going to go to the right and click on this picture here and drag it to go below the other layers. So there I have it, but as you can see when you're working with pictures, sometimes it just doesn't look right. It's hard to read the text. So something that you would want to do is have that rectangle that we made earlier. You change the color to that rectangle to black, and here you change the opacity to go down to where it's readable and you can still see the picture. Now with this color, I'm going to change this to white and change that to white as well, or whatever color you'd want. You can also go with a white background, and that gets you more of that faded look if that's a little bit more where your brand is going. After you got it ready, you'll just go to export. Probably you'll choose JPEG if you're using a photo. PNG would be better if you're just using a few colors and text. Go to export, and you could export it there. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.